I was in the mood for some pasta and meatballs, but not your typical. Here I have 2 pounds of ground chicken. I'm going in with 2 eggs, a cup of whatever breadcrumb you like. I just use a seasoned variety, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of ground basil. I'm going in with half a cup of chopped parsley and half of the zest of a lemon and 4 chopped garlic cloves. Mix that thoroughly, but don't overmix or they'll end up a bit tough. Ground chicken tends to be a little bit sticky. If you find that to be the case, just add a little bit more breadcrumb till it's easier to work with. Roll these into 1 to 1.5 inch balls. I got 27 meatballs out of the 2 pounds. Now you could fry these in some olive oil if you like traditional meatball, but I just baked these at 350 for about 18 to 20 minutes. Don't overcook them because they can get rubbery. Now for the sauce, I'm going into my skillet with 4 tablespoons of butter. Melt that. I went in with quite a bit of garlic. I did 8 cloves chopped. Then I'm going to go in with a heaping 1/4 cup of flour just to help us thicken up a bit. Cook that out till we get rid of that raw flour flavor. And then I'm going in with 6 cups of low sodium chicken stock. We're just going to whisk that in and heat it until it thickens up for you. Once we're thickened, we're going to go in with the remaining zest of that lemon. And if you use the zest, use the juice, as our lovely Shireen would say. Whisk that in, cook it out a bit. And then I'm going to go in with just a little bit, barely, maybe half a cup of half and half here, just to give it a little bit of some decadence and richness. Cup of pecorino romano. Whisk that in, and then I'm going in with some baby spinach here. Just add a nice green in there. Health. Keep stirring that till it wilts down a bit, and then we are going to test for seasoning. I found that I needed just a little bit more salt, and of course this needs plenty of fresh cracked pepper. Then we're going to go in with our cooked chicken meatballs. Don't be a psychopath like me and grab them right off the hot pan. Use some tongs. Stir those in and then just let it all simmer together a little bit for 15 minutes or so. And then you have a delicious, very different take on meatballs. And I served this over some fettuccine noodles. This was bright, lemony, sort of a refreshing variation to your typical pasta and meatballs dinner. Give it a try. Enjoy.